And breaking news coming in regard to an attack that's taken place in New York City. There was a mass shooting that took place, another New Year's Eve shooting that's rocked the United States. At least 10 people have been injured. They were shot at during the celebrations that were taking place on New Year's Day. It is a nightclub in which this mass shooting has been reported, a gunfire that took place near the Amazura nightclub. And we have my colleague Vishal joining us. Vishal, get us an update as to the number of people who came under that attack and what is the update as far as their health is concerned. And this is very concerning given the fact that there have been two attacks that we've been reporting since early this morning. One that took place, when we're talking about that attack in Vegas, and the other attack that took place in New Orleans, and now in New York City as well.
So these are early, minutes of the attack, and the reports are just trickling in. So the latest reports say that about 10 people have been injured, but they also add that these are minor injuries and almost all of them are expected to survive. As you've been mentioning that the club called Amazura was attacked right outside the nightclub. A person fired upon about 10 people, 10, 11 people, and all of them have been injured. And they've been taken to the local hospitals, different hospitals there. So this attack particularly happened in Queens, and inside Queens there is an area called Jamaica where this happened. It happened at around 11:25 p.m. local time in the last 1 or 2 hours India time. So it can be noted that in the last 24 to 36 hours there has been a spate of violence incidents that has rocked the US. So this is not related to the New Orleans incident or the Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas, but nonetheless this is a series of shocks that has rattled the nation. The point to be noted here is that on special occasions such as the weekend or the New Year, the US is sort of prone to these mass shootings. A lot of these mass shootings tend to happen during the weekend and on special occasions. So it doesn't really come as that big of a surprise, but the fact that New Orleans attack and the Cybertruck explosion happened in the last 24 hours, this does seem to add to the whole problem.
Well, Vishal, one can't help but link all these incidents that have taken place. You said that, of course, the times of, when there are celebrations involved, there are certain people who perhaps come out in protest. They come out and attack others who are perhaps celebrating. But these attacks do seem to be linked, especially the one between New Orleans and the one that's taken place in Las Vegas.
So initial investigation is still on as far as the New Orleans and the Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas is concerned. Authorities are exploring various angles to it. The fact that Cybertruck is manufactured by Tesla, so whether or not there is there's a link with Musk, or the fact that the explosion happened right in front of the Trump Hotel, so there could be a Trump angle as well. So, or whether the fact that the New Orleans attack and this attack and this explosion, they are connected or not. So various levels of investigations are on as we speak. So far, there is just one link between the New Orleans and the Las Vegas incident. The fact that the same app was used to hire both the vehicles that were used in these separate incidents. So that's the only link so far that has been established. But as far as the motive is concerned, nothing is concrete as we speak. So that will have to be investigated further by the authorities.
Right, of course, that same, rental vehicles that were used from the same company is sort of, linking the two attacks. But this also attack that's taken place in New York on the same very day, hours apart from each other, the third such attack that we're talking about in the United States, this shooting incident that's taken place where at least 10 to 11 people were shot at. But fortunately, from what we're hearing, this is just preliminary information that's coming out, that they have been taken to various hospitals, Vishal, but they're said to be somewhat stable in comparison to other attacks that have taken place in various other parts of the United States.
That is correct. So as we've been reporting that this is not related to, so far it's not related to the previously mentioned incidents that has rocked the US in the last 36 hours. But so far the authorities have said that, and various US media have reported this, they have not officially confirmed, but the various US media organizations have been saying that none of the injuries are life-threatening, and almost all of the people who have been injured due to this mass shooting, they are expected to survive. And as we've been reporting, about 10 to 11 people were injured in this attack, and this happened in this area in Queens, Jamaica to be precise, and happened around 11:25 p.m. That was about 2.5 hours before India. So all of that will have to be explored as to whether there's a link between all these incidents or what's the identity of this mass shooter. That is also to be revealed.
Right, Vishal, of course, thank you so much for getting us all those details in regard to at least 10 to 11 people who were shot at outside this nightclub in the Queens area of New York City last night, just 2 to 3 hours ago. Do remember, this is morning for us, but of course, it's night for New York City. All victims for now are expected to survive that attack that's taken place. Do remember, this is the third attack that we're reporting from on the coming out of the United States on the very first day of the new year. We will keep tracking the story and coming back to you with more on that. For now, we're slipping into a very short break.